battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Hey, 22! Hey, 22! 80! Zero!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Wait, 7! Double, set!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. And even 40 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, 22! Hey, give me radar.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
21! Hey, 22!
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Zebra! Give me radar.
Here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get it to him running left. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Set! 180! Big 20! Double, set! Red!
Stafford. Dancing to his left. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Sit here, lady!
They run. It's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run it. This is Michel. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, go here!
They pitch it out to Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the longtime Patriot. It's LeGarrette Blount down to the 25. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got it.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Michael Roberts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big play there for New England. 61 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll run it with Hill. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come up in an offset eye. Here we go with Michelle. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Stafford being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it.
And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. And if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On the ground, Michel. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Keep it poised.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he finds his target. It's Matthews. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Drill right, 22. 10. Set. Let go here. Jumbo. Hey, give me radar. All right, here we go. Check 31.
On second down, here's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion.
21.
Maybe not so cool with the yardage lost, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Set, lady. 22. You. 0.
Play action, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And now it's third down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Double right. Hey, 21.
They go play action here on first down. On the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adrian Claiborne able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Dante Hightower on the stop.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. He's going to let one fly for... And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to... And got his man complete! And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Michelle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Binds, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Set, lady, 21, jumbo. Hey, tag 50 left.
Now Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Stafford now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Thomas has got it. Complete. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real I'm doing it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. On third down, Brady. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Hey, you got 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
29, Alpha. 29, Alpha. Right slap.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's big.
And he caught it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
White. Single receiver. Hey, you ready? Hey, go here. Hey, go here. Jumbo, set. Hey, go here. 11, 10.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Hey, tag 50 left. Hey, 22. Set. Lady.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
32. Stay 50, stay 50. 20, 22. Zebra. Here we go.
Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
21. 21. Block it.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Zebra. You're set. 11. 10, 10.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, go here. Set. Lady.
Stafford. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now White. And it's still about... Three yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Let's go!
Shotgun now for Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And the return will stop right around the 25. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Stafford effort, and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Zero, set, lady.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Forced out to his left. He's going to let one fly for Tate. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
White. 10. You ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And now spinning away. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Double right. White.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Steps away to his left. That's caught. It's Thomas. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Lady.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, 22. Ready. Hey.
To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out now come the Lions. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifemo Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go larga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Letting one go deep here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And now he'll tuck it and run. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory.
Hey, 22!
Stafford going to throw it. And incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Lions on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Stay 50, stay 50. 21.
Now blown. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.